Hello, everybody! Welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm joined by Ben.
Hello.
And we're watching The Bang Bunch. Last time on The Bag Butch, what happened, Ben?
Everything went downhill.
Yeah. It felt like, hopefully, the lowest point that we're gonna get to in this season. It kind of felt like rock bottom emotionally, because we got to see what Emery has had to work with, which has been these children, and it was very uncomfortable because, like, she was like, I'm the only one that is treating these children like they're actual humans. I guess they weren't humans.
I don't think any of them were actually humans.
Dang. But now Omega's coming back. That's the other thing that happened, is that the island is found, and Omega got captured. I had a bit of a theory while I was rewatching the episode that Omega at the end seemed to be like centering herself, like bracing for something. And I wonder if she was going to try and use the Force to reach out to the clones. I don't know if that's too crazy. It might be the only way of tracking, but we'll see. That's the thing that we have to do. We have to track Omega, and Omega's probably going to work with Emery from the inside. We'll see what the rest of the Bad Batch does. This episode is called Juggernaut, and if you know what I said the last couple of episodes, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen this episode. If you guys are excited for more Bad Batch reactions, you should do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Bad Batch reaction. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. I think I skipped 2. I'm a failure and a hack, and a fraud and a hack. Oh my god. It's a rainy day on Tantiss. Tant-piss. Why are they always pushing? Can't we just go at a leisurely pace? Stop pushing me! Back here. God, it's just as shitty as I remember.
Begin testing her at once. I want confirmation.
Help us! Please?
Is there a problem, Dr. Carr?
You don't have to do this.
That's what she's been thinking about. Do I? Do I have a choice?
But I do.
That's what she talked to Nalase about.
I'm glad you're safe. Am I?
The cruiser's still jamming our comms.
I still can't believe you let Omega turn herself in.
Wrecker's fine now.
Even if we get our hands on a ship, we still have no way of finding Tantiss base.
Can we take an entire Venator there?
You've known what Tantiss is this whole time?
Well, that's what one of the other
There's
people said.
Someone who might have the coordinates. Admiral
Oh.
Rampart.
Oh!
He sent Nalase there.
Well!
Decommissioned to Punka City.
He's still alive? The Emperor didn't just execute him?
Isn't a place I ever wanted to go back to. So
That is a hell of a character to bring back. I've talked about
he
how,
was sent to.
you know, he wasn't my favorite villain, but Rampart just comes out from there.
I second that.
I third that.
Doc here briefed me on the situation.
How did you get in?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's impressive.
Used the hidden cavern access when I docked my ship. You must be Crosshair. Tech
Yeah.
told me all about your sparkling personality.
Thanks.
Where are we headed?
An Imperial labor camp on Erebus.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
fun.
like this already.
A labor camp. Oh, yeah. There it is. Do you have a Lego set of one of these? Am I right?
I wish.
I remember seeing those and being like, these are cool sets.
I've been following a dude for a couple years now who's making a minifigure scale one. He currently weighs over 600 pounds.
Don't you order me around. You're the one slowing us down.
There he is, I guess. Grown a beard.
But once you're past the perimeter, they've got guards, sensors, and scouts.
Huh. Give us a real challenge.
Once we
I
hit
like
the
that
ground,
attitude.
we have-
I feel like this is the first time we get like a good view of this ship. It's like a shark.
If we get any closer to those ships, we'll show up on their sensors.
No, we won't. I'd expect you to know a stealth approach.
You just turn off everything. Yeah, just... You know what? I guess that works. You do that often? Seems very risky. Alright. Look at that place.
Quiet as usual. Hopefully, next assignment we'll see some action.
What? You're gonna get to see some action now. I don't know. If... I'd be all like, oh, thank God. Quiet as usual.
Our shift was supposed to be over by now. I've told you, I don't speak... whatever it is you speak.
Is it... Do the Ugnaughts have a...
At least we're in agreement on
Specific
that.
language? Ugnaughtious.
No, that's what they are. They're just obnoxious.
Our best shot at grabbing Rampart is to intercept them when they're en route from the mine.
They got a turbo tank.
Fun.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
They'll see us coming. Not if we're under it. Follow me.
Okay. It's always like a
Heading back to base now.
whenever there's like a infiltration kind of mission, it always feels so classic in these
I'll
shows.
secure the controls. You two handle Rampart.
Here we go. How big those tires are.
Sensor's been tripped. Check it
You
out.
seeing these lakes in the background? They're like covered in oil, so they're all rainbowy. Or something. Well, rip that guy.
Anything?
Nice.
It's magnetically sealed. Wrecker, remember Plan 55?
Classic.
CT-9904?
You remember?
Yeah.
How touching.
Are you here to kill me?
Tempting.
Unfortunately, not.
What about them? Go.
Oh, okay, we're
Sir,
we're just letting the criminals out.
That's to distract the Imperials for a bit.
And what about me?
Oh, okay.
fine
It's
right
distraction.
where you
That makes
are.
sense.
Then you must need something from me.
Tantiss
Perhaps.
base. Where is it?
He's gonna be a
And
dick
how
about
much
this.
is that information worth to you? I'll talk. After you get me off this planet.
I mean,
He's not wrong, but
yeah.
The tank's speed is increasing. I think it's been compromised.
What?
Bring up the
No.
gunship, seal off the bridge, and reroute Transport 2 to intercept.
Don't do any of those things. Did my suggestion work?
you know the people in the other Juggernaut are like, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. Getting to see action now.
They're sealing off the bridge.
Ooh! There you go.
Is that all they've got?
Oh! Oh boy! Oh! It's not often that you actually get to see these things in action.
I said we have what, this in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. Oh. Oh my god. This is great. Yeah, don't even.
You're not going to kill me.
No.
Not
We've
yet.
already said that.
Man really tried to shoot his one way of escape.
Yeah, what was he gonna do without these guys? Like, do you think it was gonna just like walk off the planet?
Yeah, as much as I love the Juggernaut, I can't do that. There's no way he can turn on a dime and just keep going.
What, you're telling me this like how many wheels does this
300-ton
thing have?
vehicle? 8.
This 8-wheeler cannot just like Tokyo drift it? Dang. That's effective. It's so great to see all this like Clone Wars era gear. I think that guy's dead.
We're running out of road.
Who needs the road? Oh, thank you, Phee.
Not exactly a stealth exit, boys.
Where we're going, we don't need. Where we're going, we don't need roads. They're just throwing him around. Ugh. Well, that was fun.
We got
got you off the
Good old
planet,
shin
not
kick.
tell us what Tantiss is.
It's more complicated than that.
Complicated how?
No one knows the coordinates to Tantiss. I might know how to get around that.
Either you tell us now, or we drop you back in that Imperial prison.
Now, no need for threats.
Or out the
After
airlock.
all, we're in this together.
We're all in this together. Yeah, it works. He comes back in here. Let's fucking
What are Omega's
go.
results?
Her blood sample
It's
yielded
very
a
quiet.
favorable M count replication.
What does that mean?
I'll show you.
Oh, fun.
Can't wait for us to have to break out all the kids as well.
Yeah. I just want to destroy this entire operation and set this whole thing back, like, a number of years.
Individuals' M count cannot be directly replicated.
I didn't ask.
Where are you taking me?
The vault.
That doesn't explain anything. Hi.
Who are they?
They are the rest of the puzzle. And this is your new home.
Great. Ba 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 ba. Oh, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Let's fucking go! Steve Bloom has to be like the most iconic modern Stormtrooper voice at this point.
Yeah, probably.
I always notice when it's him. he's like half of them. All right, Ben, that was Juggernaut. How'd you like that episode?
One of my favorites of the
As
season,
far
but
as
I'm also biased.
yeah, as far as action episodes go, it might be the best action, at least in terms of like, I mean, just like that the scene with the Juggernaut is so good. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I said best action, but what else has there been this season in terms of action? It hasn't been too much of an action-packed season, but I mean, it has in other ways. This one was especially cool. It's not too far past the Clone Wars era, so it makes sense, but it's weird to see the Empire use this equipment. It should be rightfully ours. We should have just taken that Juggernaut and flown it out of there, right, Ben?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Phee, can your ship not take it?
Imagine.
I mean, it would be great if, like, storm Tantiss with one of those. Yeah, they really have not been used much in most of, like, the canon cartoon and movie material. Yeah, I feel like I only remember seeing them in movies in Revenge of the Sith. So I think you're right, Ben.
Mandalorian.
Well, where's in the Mandalorian?
The episode where he first takes off his helmet.
I don't remember.
Transporting the highly explosive fuel.
Were those Juggernauts?
It's not exactly a Juggernaut, but they are based off a Juggernaut.
Okay, so that's not the episode where he first takes off his helmet.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is.
It's
Because in order to get off of that fucking base,
it's the episode where he first takes off his helmet around another person, but it's not the first.
Okay. Semantics. You know what I mean.
No, Ben. It was a whole big deal at the end of the first season that he took off his helmet. Well, I mean, he showed a droid, so it kind of counts.
No, it doesn't matter if he takes off his helmet at all. It's just he can't do it. No one else can see. And so when he did that.
Yeah, well, I thought you were just saying the first time. You know what? Fuck you, Ben. I'm ending this discussion. Can you believe that Admiral Rampart is back?
Kind of shocked, actually.
It's certainly a thing. I guess it makes sense, but I really expected to never see him again. I don't know if you remember when we watched season 2 of this show on this channel, episode 1 of that, Admiral Rampart was there, and I had completely forgotten that he even existed in the show. I was like, who is this? Who is this guy? And then I remembered, oh, he was in the first season. Huh. So he didn't leave too much of an impression. He was better in the second season. You know, the first time we see him in season 2, he kills a clone, and it's like, all right, hate this guy immediately. And then the next time he's big is when when the Empire throws him under the bus. So hey, they threw him in prison, and now he's back, being a dickhead like always. I feel like the Bad Batch has had some of the most memorable Imperial officers. Just in general, out of any of the series. Like, Andor has some good ones when it comes to the ISB. Rebels had Callus.
Yep.
But this all like the like Imperial officers in this one are much more memorable and threatening to me than like the ones in Rebels. I don't know, maybe I'll forget them.
Rebels was also just a much less threatening show.
That's true. This show skews older. We were talking about this last time. I would say that the intended audience for this show is probably like 10 to 12, whereas Rebels definitely felt
like 7 to 8.
Yeah, but it was also meant to like grow with the kids as well. So it does get mature over time. I would say that Clone Wars had an age demographic in between. It's kind of weird.
Clone Wars got dark very fast.
Clone Wars got dark. What I wouldn't know. I don't know about.
It wasn't very fast.
By like season 3, it started getting more serious.
And season 4 is just, oh god.
So it's also kind of a thing of like, as you get deeper into the show, these things grow. So this show has just felt in general more serious on average. So yeah, the point that I was making was also just like that I like the Imperial officers in this. I was gonna say something about, oh, you know what, the other Imperial guy that I remember from Rebels?
Who?
Is that one guy that we kept meeting that kept getting demoted?
Oh yeah.
The like blonde guy. I remember him. Oh, and there's also that one lieutenant. He shows up, I think, in the episode with Leia, and we screw him over, and then he shows up again in the episode where Callus leaves the Imperials, and we're just like, oh, I feel so bad for this guy. Oh, and then of course there's the governess who screws over Thrawn, and then there's Thrawn, which I guess Thrawn had enough screen presence that, you know, you don't need anyone really more threatening than that in Rebels. You know, maybe I take it back. Maybe Rebels was okay. I guess it's just goes to show they got some pretty scary people in place pretty fast. Otherwise, Omega is on Tantiss, which we are now going to have to find our way to. So we're going to have to figure out how to get to Tantiss, which is what's going to happen on the clone's end, and I guess Rampart's going to show us who would know. Do you think we'll know that character?
Maybe it'll be like a Rebels tie-in.
Maybe, I don't know, just like, I don't know who could know. Someone related to the clones, someone related to the Kaminoans, I don't know. But yeah, we gotta get where we have Omega at the facility, and she's gonna be with the other children, which is interesting for a couple reasons. One, I feel like she's gonna make friends with them, you know, as much as she's able to. She's gonna want to get them out. We're gonna have to get them out. We're gonna have to get the clones out, and she might get a chance to work on her force powers, right? Like if that's what these children, if these children are force sensitive, then
yeah, she might try and learn from them.
Yeah, but I also feel like she's gonna be having Omega here is going to push Emery to the point where she's like, I gotta stop this.
I mean, Emery is definitely going to be our key out.
Yeah, she already has an emotional attachment with Omega, so seeing her in this environment is going to be harder for her. And I'm still thinking about that line that Nala said. Nala says like, "What will you do?" And Emery's like, "I don't have that kind of power to stop this." And Nala says like, "Don't you?" She's probably able to do something. It just might be a scorched earth, point of no return kind of which was the name of the last episode, actually. Point of no return. I feel the death flags. It's just, she does something that will make her an enemy. I just want to see Tantiss have a big old reset button. Just like, set Project Necromancer back to square one. Please?
I mean, at the end of the day, we know it works.
Yeah, we know it works, but it takes a long time. It's kind of, we don't really know how it works out in the end. If they're already this close at this point, I feel like they had to have had setbacks. It would make sense to me if...
Tantiss gets destroyed?
Yeah, if Tantiss gets destroyed, then the Emperor has to figure out something else. It takes until the First Order to really revive this project. Although I guess part of the First Order was Snoke, which was kind of a puppet. You know, the less I think about it, the better. So, we're going to end the discussion there. That's actually what they said when making the sequel trilogy. The less we think about it, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as I like those movies, they had no plan. Until next time, I hope you liked our reaction. If you did, you can let us know by leaving a like. And you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Bad Batch, that's what we're watching, episode going forward. So until next time, I hope I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. So take it easy, everyone.
Have a good one.